Hi, I'm Barbara. Welcome to Barbara Bakes. If you're here for the first time, welcome. Click that subscribe button and join us on our journey. If you've visited our channel before and subscribed, I really want to say thank you, thank you, thank you. Your support really helps. Now today, I'm going to be making something that is really, really, really delicious. I know I've said that before, but I can guarantee if you love chocolate, you're going to love this recipe. So the recipe we're doing today is a no-bake mini chocolate cheesecake. It only has a few ingredients and it's really easy. And I'm going to show you a gluten-free version. So grab your laptops, your recipe books, your notepads, wherever you keep your recipes, and let's bake. So these are my gluten-free chocolate chip cookies, and I baked them so that they're really crisp. So for a gluten-free version of the cheesecake, just make sure that you use a gluten-free biscuit for the base. Otherwise, use anything you like. Today, I'm using Oreo cookies. So we have crushed Oreo cookies and melted butter. And I'm going to pour the melted butter into the cookies until we get a sand-like texture, which I'll show you. You can use any 8-inch tin or smaller for this recipe. Why not experiment and use these mousse rings that I'm using for the gluten-free cheesecake? When you've spooned your gluten-free biscuit into your rings, make sure you press it down before you put it in the fridge. For the Oreo cheesecakes, I'm using my cupcake papers and my cupcake tins. And you need to also make sure that when you put your biscuit in, that you press it down really well so that it stays firm when we take them out. And when you've finished, just place them in the fridge. Okay, so they're in the fridge now, and the next thing we're going to do is make our filling. You can heat your chocolate in one of two ways. You can put your chocolate chips or your chopped up chocolate from a bar into a heat-proof bowl, and you can put it in the microwave 30-second bursts at a time. Keep stirring in between until the chocolate is melted. Or you can use a double boiler, otherwise known as a bain-marie, which is what I'm going to do today. So all you do is you put your bowl on top of some heated water, and while that's melting, we're going to make the rest of our filling. In my mixing bowl, I have 340 grams of full-fat cream cheese. I'm going to cream that, add the icing sugar and the vanilla, put that to one side, and then we're going to whisk the cream, mix it all together with the chocolate, and pour all that on top of our biscuit bases. It's going to be delicious. Now, once you can't see any cream cheese anymore, stop mixing and then fold in your whipped cream, which is what I'm going to do now. I'm just keeping everything really light, so I'm folding the chocolate over itself so that everything is incorporated without being too heavy. Once that streakiness disappears, that's when we stop mixing. There we go, no more streaks, all incorporated, and I'm going to get that into my piping bag. I'm using a piping bag for convenience, but of course you can just pop it in with a spoon, whatever works for you, as long as you get them in there and you level it off so that you can put your ganache on top. Doesn't have to be perfect. I'm going to take these and put them into the fridge. Now for the chocolate ganache, which is going to go on the top of our cheesecake just to give it a nice professional finish. I have some cream here, 120 mils of cream, which I'm going to heat. Pour that onto the chocolate. Now that can be chocolate chips or chocolate that you've chopped up from a bar. And we're going to add a bit of oil just to give it a lovely sheen and to give it a very loose texture in the end. You'll see what I mean. Perfectly smooth chocolate ganache. Chocolate ganache is made. Let's get it on top and then put them back in the fridge. Now, as you can see, I'm using a jug. You can just use a spoon, piping bag, however you get your ganache on top of your cheesecakes. And we're going to come back and smooth those out. Make sure that when you smooth your chocolate ganache that it hits the side of your cupcake papers so that you get that contrast when you take the papers off. These have been in the fridge for 24 hours. Let's start with the gluten-free one. All I need is a little heat around the mold to loosen it. How gorgeous is that? All I'm going to do to finish this off is add some raspberry puree, a little raspberry on top. What do you think of that? Now, if you don't have a blowtorch, pop your knife in some hot water and just go around the edges and make sure you go all the way down to the bottom. So let's remove these from the cases. Be very careful when you do that. Look at that beautiful dark crust. Again, I've got my hot knife and I'm just smoothing the top round. Just makes it look really pretty. And to finish off, I'm just adding a tiny swirl of cream cheese buttercream. And of course you can finish with a chocolate flake. There you go. That's your mini chocolate cheesecake. Beautiful. You get the crunch from the biscuit, the smoothness of the filling, and the velvetiness of the chocolate ganache in your mouth. With the raspberry sauce, takes it up a notch. I hope you love this. I think you will. That was fantastic. I love doing chocolate recipes for you because I know that you're going to love them, and I know that your kitchens are going to be smelling so delicious that you're just going to want to make the same recipe over and over again. Don't forget to subscribe, put your notifications on so that when we do premieres of new dishes, you're the first one to see them, and put your comments in the box. Thank you very much for watching our video today. Thank you very much to our subscribers that we have already. Keep coming, guys. We really appreciate you, and we'll see you next time.